Hello YouTube. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a seamless image texture in Blender. Now, this is the old school technique that you would normally do in something like Photoshop, but you don't have to pay Adobe to do this, and you don't have to leave Blender, and you don't have to install GIMP if you don't like GIMP. So, over here in Blender, I'm going to press Shift A, and I'm going to choose Mesh Plane. In older versions of Blender, you had to do the Images from Textures add-on to be able to do this, but I think it's just default in Blender 5.0 now. If not, though, then just, go find the add-on. I'm going to navigate to the texture that I want to make seamless and double-click on it. And then I'm going to go to the Texture Paint tab. Just going to turn on screencast keys over here for you real quick. And we'll switch to edit mode, and we'll actually switch to the UV editing tab real quick. And I'm going to press A to select all of the vertices. Make sure that it's also selected in the viewport area, but I'm going to select all of them in the UV window too. Then I'm going to press G and then Y 0.5, G, X 0.5. And then we want to make sure in the shading tab that we aren't set to clip. We want to repeat our texture. And we'll turn off the alpha input there too. Now when we go over to the Texture Paint tab, we're going to select the clone brush. We'll just go to the top view here. And you can be in either solid with texture view here, or maybe you can do it in material preview if you like it, doesn't really matter. But we're going to shift right click to move our 3D cursor around the scene, and this will let us sample different areas of the texture. And then when we click, we can paint that in, and we're just gonna paint that in over all of our seams. Go. And the more effort you spend on this, the better it is gonna look. If you really just do it like a straight line across, then it's very clearly just kind of blending that straight line. So you might want to kind of use your own judgment, sort of go up and across it a little bit to really kind of break up the pattern. And if you have an image that does have some really varied colors in it too, that can really help, because in a way we kind of want to make this look almost like an average of what it was. Let's see, I want to maybe break up a little bit there in the middle, and spend as much time as you need to at this stage. Actually, I did like that up there. And then we can go back to UV editing. And there's two ways we can do this. We can do a project from view bounds to get it back, or you could manually move it back 0.5 negative X, 0.5 negative Y, and you're back. Either way is fine. And what you want to check for here is if in making your, in fixing the seams on the offset version, introduced any new seams. And maybe very lightly, around there, maybe a little bit around there. And yeah, that pretty much looks good to me. So there you go. And then we'll just go over to our shading tab. You can see this guy over in the editor here, and you can go to image and save as, and we'll just type in tiled after its name and save as image. And this is just a rock that I took a picture of while hiking the other day. Nothing special. I encourage you to get out there, go outside, enjoy life, look at things, take some pictures of stuff that you can use as image textures and get some nice fresh air. And then, you know, once you combine this with techniques like Voronoi scattering and stuff, you can get it really. So just for demonstration purposes, I have the original one on the left here and the new seamless one on the right here. And immediately you can already see the seams on the left one. And you know, as you zoom in, or maybe your camera and your film or your game gets closer, those seams become more and more obvious. Whereas, if anything, the texture looks a little bit better on the seamless side on our new texture that we just made. And of course, you know, as we zoom out further, there is obviously some patterning that appears here, you know, like it's a seamless texture is not perfect. Like I mentioned before, doing something with Voronoi scattering, mixing it with something else can make a much better result. But the point of this tutorial is to get rid of these really hard seams on an image texture, and I think this did that quite well. So there you go. That is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. You deserve good things, and catch you in the next one.